Hi everyone, my name is Joline. I'm from grade 9A St. Nicholas School. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make rock candy. The purpose of this experiment was to examine the process of crystallization, which is a technique used to separate a solid from a solvent. Any impurities in the liquid are usually not absorbed into the structure of the crystal. Therefore, crystallization is also a purification process. In this experiment, you will need a pot, a measuring cup, wood skewers, clips, sugar, plates, a tall glass, a spatula or a spoon, a stove, and another measuring cup and water for the processing. And also, because the sugar solution is extremely hot, adult supervision is required if you're under 10. The first step in this experiment is to make a sugar solution to put on the stove. Add 1 cup of water to your pot and then 3 cups of sugar. While doing this, make sure not to make a mess so that we don't have to clean it up afterwards. Now take your spatula or your spoon and start to mix your solution until it is all mixed together. Next, take one of your skewer and slowly dip it to your water and then roll it in sugar. Once it is coated, set it aside until it is dry. While you wait for the sticks to dry, bring your pot that contains the solution onto the stove. And then turn on the stove on high heat. Once the sugar solution starts to boil, stir it rapidly until all the sugar has dissolved in the solution. After all the sugar is fully dissolved, turn off the stove and let it aside until it is all cooled down. The next step after our solution is cooled down are to take your sugar solution and slowly pour it to your measuring cup so that when we pour the solution into the tall glass, it wouldn't make a lot of mess. Now that I have poured all the sugar solution into the measuring cup, I will then slowly add the solution into the glass that I am going to use to grow my crystal in. Next, take your sugar-coated stick and place it into the middle of the glass and hold it in place with your clips. As you may see, I didn't stick the sugar-coated stick until the bottom of the glass because slowly the crystal will also start to grow from the bottom of the glass. After I have waited for 3 days, I will now take out the sugar-coated stick from the glass. However, before taking out the stick, I need to take a spoon or a knife to crack open the top shelf of the solution. Slowly, take out your stick from the solution and let it dry in a plate for about 30 minutes. After it is dry, it will start to look like this, where you can see the crystal in the stick. And you may now start to eat your rock candy, but it will be more delicious if you have soda with it. So now let's look on the experiment a little bit closer. All liquid has a set solubility to a specific substance at room temperature. Solubility refers to the ability for given substance, the solute, to dissolve in a solvent. As the temperature of the liquid solvent increases, the solubility also increases. The water solution starts at room temperature, so the solubility of the substance isn't high enough for the sugar to dissolve. When we place the pot on the stove, the heating element raises the temperature of the water. The solubility will also then increases. Once the water is at boiling point, the water solubility is high enough to dissolve all the sugar from the solution. Since we have dissolved a lot of sugar in the water more than usual, we have created supersaturated solution, which refer to a solution that contains more of dissolved substance than could be dissolved by the solvent under normal circumstances. When we let the solution cool down, the sugar-coated solution slowly drops to room temperature, and this causes our solution to release sugar molecules, which will then form into a solvent. As the solution starts to cool down more, it will then releases more sugar molecules. The thing about sugar molecule is that they will be more attached to an existing molecules rather than start to form a new crystal molecule. That is why on the sugar-coated stick, the sugar on the stick attract the sugar released from the solution, which cause the crystal to grow larger. The crystal on the stick will grow larger if more sugar is being released from the solution. This process is known as crystallization. The shape of the crystal is specific to the substance, such as salt or aloe, will create different formation of different shape. This experiment is a proof of the crystallization process. In conclusion, I learned that temperature has a big effect on the growth of the rock candy, but sugar content does as well. I found that the higher the temperature, the bigger the crystal will grow. I hope that everyone can understand this video. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye guys!